The Book of Enoch tells a mysterious story from long ago. This book was written more than 2,000 years ago and tells how special Enoch was. He was so close to God that he was taken to see hidden secrets, things that few people could know. In the book, a group of angels called Watchers appears. These angels did not follow the rules that God gave them. Instead, they came down to earth and began living with humans. The problem is that they taught things that humans shouldn't know yet, like secrets about heaven and earth. Some say that these angels may have actually been the Anunnaki, ancient gods who, according to some stories, came from another planet to help and teach people. Now, think with me. What if these gods or angels were, in fact, extraterrestrials? There are people who believe that, a long time ago, beings from another world, the Eats, may have visited Earth and taught new things to humans. Maybe even changed the way people lived and thought. So this book, the Book of Enoch, may be trying to tell us that, a long time ago, these angels or aliens came to our world and changed everything. What if these Anunnaki were the ones who walked among us, helping humanity take its first steps? The Book of Enoch comes from a very ancient time, back in Jewish traditions, but ended up being left aside by the main religions, something very suspicious. Still, he was never forgotten. Among Christians in Ethiopia, for example, this book is part of their Bible. This shows that, even though it was not accepted by everyone, the fascinating story of the Watchers attracted the attention of many. These beings, who descended from the sky and began to interact with humans, bring a sense of mystery that makes us wonder. Why were they rejected? The story of the Watchers revolves around one big question. They brought forbidden knowledge, teaching things that should not be taught. But why did this happen? Some believe they were the Anunnaki, ancient gods who came to Earth to help humans. But this help also brought problems, and that's when everything turned into chaos. This dilemma between what is good and what is dangerous is part of the essence of the Book of Enoch. Imagine that you have a toy that is super fun, but that could break if you don't know how to use it properly. The Watchers gave this kind of toy to humans. A lot of knowledge, but not everyone knew how to deal with it. And then, as in every exciting story, conflicts, difficult choices, and consequences arise. Is it worth having so much power? The Anunnakis, according to some theories, are seen as those who brought technological advances to humanity. They gave something valuable, but also challenging. Humanity was then divided. Some believe that this gift from the Anunnakis was a blessing, while others think it was the beginning of problems. This ambiguity is what makes the story so rich and engaging. Now, think about those movies where someone discovers an incredible new technology, but has to decide whether to use it for good or evil. This is what the Book of Enoch makes us reflect on. These difficult decisions shaped the future of humanity, which is why this book and theories about the Anunnaki are still part of such interesting discussions. Today, some theories say that the Anunnaki arrived here and did something impressive. They changed our DNA, modifying humans as we know them today. If everything were confirmed, a lot of things about the way we understand our origins would no longer make sense. These theories are as if someone said that we didn't just evolve over time, but that something or someone gave us a little push. It's almost as if, way back when, humans had received an upgrade made by extraterrestrial hands. Many wonder, was the development of our civilization completely natural? Or did the Anunnaki, with their power and knowledge, give us a shortcut to progress? The Anunnaki would have not only altered our genetics, but also taught us things beyond our reach at that time. And in doing so, they helped shape the world as we know it, opening doors to technologies and ideas that previously seemed impossible. But if the Anunnaki really interfered with human evolution, this leads us to reflect on what else could be hidden in the ancient texts. The Book of Enoch may be just the tip of the iceberg, one piece of a much larger puzzle. These superior beings brought advances, but they also generated many doubts and questions. Were they helping us or controlling us? This possibility that humanity was shaped by extraterrestrial intervention messes with our beliefs and concepts. If we think that something other than ourselves has influenced our path, then we need to reevaluate our history. If this whole story about the Anunnakis and the Watchers is real, then maybe it's time to start looking at the myths and legends with new eyes. The Book of Enoch, together with the Anunnaki theory, shows us that there is much hidden about the true origin of humanity. It's not about looking for easy answers, but about investigating and exploring the layers of knowledge that seem to be hidden in ancient texts. The big question is, how can we apply this knowledge today? Well, perhaps the key is to keep an open mind and be willing to explore what is beyond what is considered normal or acceptable. For anyone interested in this type of subject, a good idea is to delve into books and research that cover not only the Book of Enoch, but also other narratives about the Anunnaki and ancient civilizations. The deeper you delve, the more you discover that reality can be much more complex than it seems. What matters, in the end, is not to be satisfied with an idealized history of humanity. Our trajectory as a species may have been guided by forces that we cannot always understand. Being willing to question what we have been taught can be the first step to discovering truths that have been hidden for millennia. When we talk about theories involving the Anunnakis and the Watchers, a debate arises about what is right and wrong. If these beings brought forbidden knowledge to humanity, how good was that? Many wonder if this technological advancement was a gift or a way to corrupt humanity, defying divine rules. In any situation, the question always arises: how far can we go before crossing a dangerous line? Comparing with mythologies from other cultures, we can see similar patterns. In ancient Greece, the Titans also challenged the gods, bringing chaos, while in Norse mythology, gods like Loki represented the disruption of order. In the case of the Anunnakis, they stand out because they touch something deeper: our own creation. If we accept the idea that they were responsible for shaping humanity, what does that say about us? Were we made according to a plan, or are we the result of a rebellion? This discussion about the role of the Anunnakis or Watchers also makes us think about another point. To what extent does our search for answers lead us to ethical challenges? It is possible that these ancient stories serve as metaphors to teach us not to exceed certain limits, or perhaps they encourage us to go further, to explore the unknown. This puts us at a crossroads, where we have to choose between unbridled progress or the preservation of ancient values. Now that you have such intriguing knowledge in your hands, how does this change your view of human history? Think about it. If there really was an influence of the Anunnaki or other extraterrestrial beings on the Bible, perhaps what we know is only 5% of the real story. And if these beings helped shape our civilization, what other truths are hidden in the ancient texts? This is the time for you to reflect and decide. Are you going to continue accepting the story as it was told, or are you ready to dig deeper, to investigate beyond the already known pages? The key is to question, seek answers, and not fear the unknown. Now, keep your mind open. What else do you think we can discover if we join the dots? Have you ever stopped to think about what else is hidden? Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and continue this search with me. There are many more paths to follow, and together we can unearth these hidden secrets.